a spring and a cannon and a battery in your inventory, because you haven't pulled them out ahead of time, now we're going to generate the entire device with Zonite. And you could see that the Zonite cost was a little bit higher there, but it's a really great way to be able to make one of these contraptions on the fly.
Yeah, well, and consider what materials you want to use, right? Like,
Yep.
do you want to expend the Zonite, or do you want to use what you've got on hand?
This is
Okay,
very efficient
yeah.
way
You've
to
got
uncover
a friend under
a
here.
boss fight.
So those cannons made really quick work of that rock.
did.
And we found underneath, we found a Stallnox.
All right, so I'm going to fuse some weapons really
Having
quick
a nap
while
woke him
it
up from
figures
his
out
nap.
what it's doing. Yeah, it was having a nap. I agree.
Really was.
Yeah.
So a Stallnox is a returning boss from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yep. And
But,
we'll take a good look at them. The
And-
cannons are doing some work, though, which is helpful.
It looks a little bit different. Yeah.
I was going to say the eye is very obviously the weak point. It's like the one squishy part of this creature. So we're going to see if we can get that eye to come out
All right,
by
trying to get it.
hitting him in the shin.
Oh, first steps.
Thank goodness for the fairy.
Oh, this is okay. Got him the bus
Yeah,
stop.
get out.
That's good. I'm gonna run for it. Just
But you could see that cool new horn on top of his head, and that's a really useful material in Fuse. Like, you can make a really powerful weapon.
oh yeah. Let's take a closer look real quick. We're talking about that.
Yeah.
And- oh, watch out.
Just throwing some ribs at you.
Yep, totally.
Like you
All right.
do.
Now digging out an explosive barrel, and we are gonna send that back because we don't want it.
Using recall.
Yes,
So
recall
nice.
is probably my favorite
Super
ability
cool.
in the game.
Oh, he's got another one.
Yep.
Yeah, so obviously you can see the way Jose is using. We used auto build, we're using recall. We're using many things at our disposal to attack this very large
Fuse.
creature.
Hey, and we
Nice.
got the eyeball out.
So
All right.
yeah, as Kendra mentioned, the eyeball is the weak spot. And
Get it into the water.
and when you
Yes.
hit it with a dead-on shot like that, it'll pop out, and it has its own health bar. And if you can get that health bar down, then you'll win the battle.
Bye-bye Stallnox. Instead, we're going to use it as a distraction because we're a little short for time.
Yeah.
I put a bomb on a shield earlier, and I just wanted to use it
Nice.
for style.
Very
Get out of here.
stylish.
Yeah, bombs on shields are really helpful, and
Yeah.
it's
We-
not
we
just
don't-
for shield surfing.
I was gonna say we don't have time to hang out with this Stallnox, who we very rudely awakened from
The
his
Stallnox-
slumber.
It has a lot of health. We don't have a lot of time.
Well, that piece of material, we actually have one. Sam, what's the story on this?
Yeah, so
Sam, tell us the story.
if
Sam.
you were to defeat that Stallnox, you would get a Stallnox horn. You would get this material. We got this one. We put it in our inventory ahead of time, probably from that Stallnox's brother in a different cave.
Yep,
but
yep.
but take a look at it. When you fuse it to a weapon, not only does it look really neat, you got these
Okay,
shattering
but can we?
skulls.
Yeah, I was like, can we
Oh, okay.
just turn
Let's get
around because we
moving.
know
Gotta
he's
go.
close.
Yeah.
But look at what quick work this Stallnox horn fused to a weapon is making with these blue rocks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. This is
Okay,
absolutely
and
the reason.
that hole is definitely not big enough for that Stallnox to.
Yeah,
crawl
we're
through.
safe. We're
Yeah.
safe. Just gotta hope that
He's trying to
go away.
take revenge for
Is
his
it-
brother that you took out, man.
All right, so you'll.
but yeah, now we're in this cool new cave. It's like filled with luminous stone. It's got all this
Explosions are
moss.
happening. It's fine.
got all this moss covering the walls. Like, it's really cool down here. And-
Well, and this is all. A bunch of this is going to be ore that you can
right.
mine, and
Yeah, but we could take stock for a moment of all this that we've just found in one cave.
yeah,
Like,
no, we've
I
been
mean,
down
we
here
found
for
some
a
great
minute.
mining. We found some treasure.
Mm-hmm.
We found a boss fight.
And we
And
found more
now-
enemies.
Yep. So this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
Horriblin. Who wants to set this up?
Yeah, so these are new enemies in Tears of the Kingdom, and you typically find them in cave or dark environments, and they're really aggressive. You could see them crawling around on the ceiling up there. They're really difficult to reach as a result of that, and they'll sit up there and they'll pelt you with rocks.
Yep.
And we're just going to enter into their home
Yeah.
and shake things up a little bit. That's kind of like, I feel like that's the theme of this
Just
one.
just
like
stirring it up and then
just
walking
entering
away.
people's homes, waking
Oh,
them up
yeah.
from naps, you know.
Check out this spear that I made, though. Spear
Yeah.
with spear.
Oh, nice.
so I
Okay,
can
that
reach
has
them.
that has long range
Yeah,
for sure.
Ooh, can you poke them off the ceiling?
I'm gonna try. Please don't hit me.
Nice work.
All right. And that
Hold-
looks painful.
Holding
Yeah,
his tush.
Does not like to be on the ground,
All right. Now
clearly.
let's grab the choo-choo jelly. This
Oh,
because
Oh,
nice.
nice.
why not freeze? And let's take this one for a ride, actually. So we've got a board guster here. I gotta watch it though. This enemy has friends,
they're tossing rocks.
and they're gonna toss rocks at me.
Bye.
Instead, I'm gonna hit
where
this
you?
enemy with the Stalnox Crusher we were using a second ago. The
Oh,
Smasher.
nice. Okay.
Just to show how much damage that will do.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's definitely
man.
a mark. All right.
Not a
and-
good day for this one.
No, don't go. There we go.
Nice.
All right,
Wow.
got one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice,
Now let's
Jose.
steal his stuff, and another one's here. I think it's time to leave.
Yeah, these
Gonna run
these
for it.
horriblins have run. they have a fair bit of health, and again, we don't have a ton of time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for the exit.
So yeah, we've obviously been down in this cave for quite some time. I have no idea how much time, no idea, but it's been a while. And super cool thing Jose is going to show now is that no matter how far into a cave you are, you can use Ascend to get out of that cave. So you don't necessarily have to backtrack all the way back from where you came. You can pop up using Ascend. You can check it out and be like, okay, where am I now? Do I want to get out
Yeah.
here? Maybe not. And then you can go back down and keep exploring. I just feel like that's so awesome, especially
Yeah.
considering how very expansive these caves are. The ability to do that is kind of a game changer.
And speaking to that, yeah, there is more to this cave that we haven't shown.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it keeps going.
It keeps going, but yeah, we are just about out of time. So we're gonna call it there. But thank you so much for taking us on that adventure, Jose.
100%.
So fun. And yeah, thanks for checking out Auto Build with us and all that there is down in the caves. Obviously, you're going to be able to explore much more on your own. Stick around. We've got more coming after this. Thank you so much. Bye.
Auto build's gonna be very interesting to use auto build. I'm really excited for that. But before we move on to our final segment, we have one last representative from the development team here with us today, the producer of the Legend of Zelda series, Iji Aonuma. Welcome. And we have Ethan joining us as well to translate. Now, how does it feel to be in New York?
ニューヨークにいてどの感想でしょうか。
ね、ニューヨークは私今タイムスクエアっていうところに来てるわけですけど、タイムスクエアのビルボードにね大きなサードトレーラーが表示されてて、あそこにそういうものが表示されるとほら映画の中でしかほとんど見たことがないので、そんなところに自分が作ったゲームのねトレーラーが流れるって本当夢みたいです。
Well, we've been around Times Square and we were able to see the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom advertisement featuring some scenes from the trailer on this massive billboard, and it really surprised me. I mean, in Japan, you usually only see scenes like that in a movie theater, and I've never been in a place where I've seen a game that I've worked on up on a huge billboard like that. It was incredible.
There is a reason why it's called the Big Apple. Like to put things big up in Times Square.
ニューヨークはビッグアップルとして呼ばれてるんですけど、そのために全部がビッグになってるんですね。
なるほど。
Now, with that, the game has been out in Japan. Have you seen any interesting things that fans have been talking about, maybe on social media?
ゲームはすでに日本でローンチされてると思うんですけれども、SNS 等で日本のファンたちから何か面白いことをピックアップされてるんでしょうか。
もう本当にツイッターにたくさんの自分がこんなの作ったよっていうウルトラハンドでもの作れますけど、それを自分なりにこんなの作ったよってどんどん上がってきてて、中にはですね始まりの空島でほとんどそんな何か組み立てるようなものがないんだけど、そこら辺にある木箱とか、それから板切れとか、あとねフックみたいのがあるんですけど落ちてるんですけど、それを組み合わせて巨大なロボット作ってる人がいてびっくりしました。
Yeah, I mean, I've been checking a little bit, and fans in Japan are already hard at work. And one thing I saw was there was a fan who was on Great Sky Island near the beginning of the game in an area where, they had gotten the ability Ultra Hand, and they had found some boxes and boards and some hooks that were laying around, and they'd already put them together to build this crazy-looking giant robot.
あとねもう一つ今日本ではゼルダ休みっていうワードがですねトレンドに上がっていて、これどういう意味かっていうとゼルダを遊ぶために会社休むっていうことなんですけど、それを 最近は会社が認めてくれるらしいんですね。そんなことになってんだってちょっと驚きました。
And one other thing, I also noticed that there's a term trending on Twitter in Japan called the Zelda break or Zelda vacation, which is something that apparently fans have taken up and saying, that they're going to take the day off. And I've even heard there are cases where certain companies are like allowing this. And I saw this kind of thing and was super surprised.
Are you going to take a Zelda vacation?
これからも青沼さんもゼルダ休み取るんですか？
僕は作る人ですから休んでたら作れないんで。
I'm somebody who makes the game, so if I'm taking a break, the games don't get made.
All right, that is fair. That is fair. Speaking of games that you've made, what are some games that you've worked on?
ゲームを作るという話題を続いてゲーム青沼さん自体が手がけたゲームについてちょっと説明していただけますか？
そうですね。私が一番最初に手がけたゼルダのゲームっていうのはゼルダの伝説時のオカリナっていうね、今から数えると25年も前になってしまいますけど、任天堂64のタイトルを作った時なんですね。
Well, this is kind of going a ways back, 25 years ago to the time of the Nintendo 64, but the first Legend of Zelda game that I worked on was called The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time.
そこからディレクションをいくつかしましたけど、その後にウィンドウェーカーを作って、そこでディレクション一旦やめてプロデューサーになったんですね。で以降はずっとプロデューサーとしてこのゼルダを作ってます。
And so then after that, I worked as a director on a number of games in the series up until the time of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And so that was the last game that I was the director on. And then going forward after that, I've been the producer on a number of titles.
And one of those titles, of course, is Tears of the Kingdom. And, we're seeing from the Treehouse Live segments that there are many new systems and layers to the game. So how did the development team manage to blend all of these together?
今日の Treehouse ライブを見て明らかになったのは、Tears of the Kingdom に新しいシステムやいろんな組み合わせ要素が入ってるんですけれども、開発チームではどのようにそういった組み合わせた要素を融合させてなのでしょうか？
はい、今作の代表的なものとものとを組み合わせて新しい道具を作るっていう遊びはですね、私がこのタイトルを続編にしようと考えていた時に同じことを考えていた藤林さんから提案されたものだったんですね。
Well, I think one of the really representative gameplay elements of this game is this concept of taking one object and another object and putting them together to create something new. And this was something that Mr. Fujibashi actually suggested to me at one point. And it was around the same time that I was wondering, if we should make this next game a sequel. And it turned out he was actually thinking something along the same lines.
でね、それはね、前作のエンジンの上ですでに今のような遊びがですね、もう再現できてたんですね。なのでこの遊びが、続編を制作するのを決定づけたものになりました。
But what's kind of incredible was already at that time he had come up with gameplay based around that theme that I just mentioned of bringing things together to create something new. In a way that actually quite resembled some of the gameplay we've seen here tonight that early in the process. But this was something that used the game engine from the previous game. And when we had gotten to that point, I realized okay, I think this is what set us on the path to make this game a sequel.
でね、その後はその遊びを軸にして、空と大地っていうね、縦方向に拡張させたゲームのその間を行き来するような能力としてトーレルフとかモドレコっていうのが考案されてですね、よりプレイヤーに自由な選択肢を与えるゲームになっていったっていう流れなんですね。
So, then along the way, we took that gameplay idea as kind of our core. And then as we continued development, we came up with additional abilities like Ascend and Recall. And these were things that, allow the player to go back and forth between this kind of world that's been newly expanded on the vertical axis. And I think once we added elements like that, we kind of wound up with a game that really expands the player's freedom of choice and the things that they can choose to do in the game.
There's lots of choice in this game, and there's also a couple surprises because, if you could share anything about the story development or the story that the development team hoped to tell through these gameplay decisions that you made, like maybe with the relationship between Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf.
ゲームプレイもすごいと思いますが、ストーリー性もいろいろサプライズが待っていると思いますが、そのストーリー性について語っていただけないでしょうか。それとゲームプレイとそのストーリーについて決定したことは、ゲームプレイの決定をどのように影響されていることを説明していただけないでしょうか。
ゼルダの伝説ってゼルダとそれからリンク、それからガノンドルフっていうこの3人の関係性が物語として描かれることが多いんですけれども、前作もねガノンドルフは厄災っていう形でしたけど、そういう形で登場してこの3人の関係を描いたものになっていたんですよね。でも今作ではね、この3人の関係性をより発展させた物語が展開します。でその先の展開はですね、ぜひ皆さんの目でゲームをプレイして確認してみてほしいと思います。
Well, I mean, when you're kind of thinking of the story of The Legend of Zelda, a common reoccurring theme is the kind of three pillars that are the characters of Link and Zelda and Ganon, and they often come up again and again. And that's something that's true about the previous game as well. Ganon showed up in that game as the Calamity, and Link and Zelda were there as well, and that was kind of the shape of their relationship in that game. And in this game, I think that players will find we're expanding a little bit on that relationship between Link and Zelda and now Ganondorf. And there will be further developments that I think players will be able to experience, but I'd like them to experience those things themselves, and so I'm looking forward to them playing the game.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. We're all looking forward to diving in. Now, I wanted to ask, there's so many people that are involved in making Tears of the Kingdom. Any final messages the development team wants to share with the players and fans?
Tears of the Kingdom ほどの大きなゲームに数多くの人が携わることになると思いますが、開発チーム全体を考えて何か最後のメッセージをお願いできますでしょうか。
はい、今作でね、開発チームが一番力を入れたのは、このゲームの中でユーザーの皆さんの発見とひらめきをできる限り実現できるようにすることでした。ね、空とそして大地とへ広がる世界で皆さんの自由なこれできるかなっていうそういう思いをですね、思う存分楽しんでもらえると嬉しいです。
So I think it's fair to say that one of the things the development team poured the most of their effort into in creating The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was to create a world in which players had the ability to come up with ideas and make discoveries, and then also were given the freedom to realize and actualize those discoveries and ideas that they had. And if people, it's our hope that when people play this game, that they will be filled with those types of ideas and also have, the opportunity to realize them and wonder as often as they possibly can. I wonder if I could, that kind of thing.
And I'm guessing you had a lot of those moments where you're wondering if you could as well.
青沼さんがプレイしている間にできるかなっていう瞬間もたくさんあったのでしょうね。
はい。たくさんありました。
Yes, I did. I had many of them myself.
Well, thank you so much, Ayonuma-san, Ethan, for joining us. It was a pleasure. And remember, we are still counting down to the release of Tears of the Kingdom. And we have one more final look at the game from the Nintendo Treehouse team before launch. Let's see what they have to show.
Hello, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Gabriel, and I'm joined by Kay and Billy, and we're going to be playing some more The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And specifically, we're going to show off this cool new feature called Raids, where you're able to fight alongside NPCs. Kay, want to show us?
Sure. So we're here in the Faron Grasslands, and you can see a group of NPCs hanging out, and they're looking at this kind of piratey-looking ship thing. And there are some monsters aboard that look like they're up to no good. So let's go check in with Captain Flaxel. Here she is. And she is the captain of what we call a monster control crew, one of 3 that have been sent out to get rid of some monsters. So she's going to explain now that they came here to clear out the ship, but they can't get across to the ship because the bridge is broken. So we'll come over here and take a look. Yeah, that's pretty broken. So we actually, with Ultra Hand, have the power to help them reach the ship. We could also just jump over there and take out all the monsters ourselves, but where's the fun in that? And I like to, fight with
Team
some
player.
Yeah, I like some backup. I like to share the glory. So before we go across, I'm actually going to pull out some stuff from my inventory, and because I have a bunch of weapons and shields that are primed for fusing. So let's take one of these, and let's see, one of these, and one of these.
I love it because Kay has a very clear vision right now.
I do, and these are some of my favorite things to fuse to weapons and stuff. So I've already got fuse out. We're gonna put this puff shroom on my shield. If you saw the presentation from Mr. Anuma, you saw that he did that too, and it was really cool. I'm gonna put this bokoblin horn on my sword to give it a little bit extra punch. And then I've got this Ice Breath Lizalfos horn. It's like one of my favorite things. And I'm going to put it on this spear. There. Nope. There we go. And I will showcase this a little bit later. This is actually, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Really awesome. I will showcase that later. We're going to start with my Blue Boko Reaper and my Puffshroom Shield. Now, let's go ahead and, oh, wait, one more thing. One more thing. I am going to pull out this shield. I have a Zonite shield here. This one is really handy if you have Zonite devices to fuse to it. Gives them a little extra something, something. So I'm going to put a spring on this shield as well. You might have seen in previous segment how great those types of shields are. So we're going to just save that for later as well. All right.
Prepping for big encounters like this can be super helpful.
Yeah. And of course, as you defeat enemies and they drop things, you can also like fuse on the fly. So I left some of my weapons open for that because I think they might have some nice powerful horns that we might want to use later. So here I fixed the bridge with fuse by attaching one end to the other, and Flaxel is very excited. And she's about to send her monster control crew into battle. You're welcome, Flaxel. Now let's do this.
Look at that. Look at that energy. Look at that hype.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Charge! Okay, single file, please. There we go. I'm going to help them out a little bit to start by throwing something. Let's throw a Puffshroom. Just. Oh. Well, no. That's not very helpful. Sorry, guys.
So good to know that the smoke affects everyone, not just baddies.
Yep.
You know what?
So want to be careful about that.
Yep, and they're actually also just being super cautious because they can't see anybody. So, but now we've got some people in battle already. Look at them go. Yeah, that's great. All right, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do, actually, I think I'm going to get some height first. I like to, my play style for battles like these is to get some high ground, get a good view of the battlefield, and then I like to rain arrows from above.
That's a good strategy.
Right? And they seem to have gotten most of the melee under control. So I'm going to jump from here, and I'm going to target this moblin here in the middle with one of my other favorites, a Muddle Bud. This new material is going to confuse the poor deer, and I got the problem too. And now they're going to start, fighting on our side.
While you had that slowed down, I was just looking at all the different enemies and like, I want to steal that part. I want to steal that part. I want to fuse that part.
That's
Like,
true.
listen, that moblin that's helping you now, like, they have a huge horn that I feel like you absolutely need.
We will get it. We will get it done. So I don't know if you saw that, but I put my shield out and somebody hit it, and then they definitely exploded my mushroom. So that's gone now, but that's fine. Oh my gosh.
I definitely want to see you use the spring shield.
Yeah, well, I was
My
gonna
favorite.
try and, bump them off of the thing, but I think this might be a good opportunity to get a little bit more air.
Okay.
So,
Oh my god.
and I
Beautiful.
know we saw what happens when you fuse a gemstone onto a sword.
Ooh.
That's what happens when you blow yourself up.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get some food real
And
quick.
that's why
Good
food
timing.
is that was nice save.
You know, that could have gone better, but at least we neutralized the problem, and I think this is a great time to bring out my spear to
Yes.
help our friends. There you go. Get him! Get him!
Beautiful.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I really do like the idea of just fighting alongside other citizens of Hyrule, right? Like this is
Who? What? Where did you come from?
a joint effort.
Yeah,
You're
I'm just
pleasing
gonna go
everyone
around and
you.
freeze everybody and open up some shots for my friends.
Those moblins really like chucking everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, they're
each other.
kind of problem. But this bokoblins on our side over here. This, we're doing pretty good. Do we have any
Are there any fun?
of those nice horns that we can poach while they're
Ooh.
busy? Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Is there one over there?
Yeah, I think
You're right.
Oh, there's
yes.
Yep.
That's a big one.
That's one of the moblins.
Yeah.
So we're gonna actually put that on this. Oh, thank you.
Sir, excuse me.
Excuse
Not doing
me,
this
I'm
right
a little
now.
busy. That's not what I want. Get out of here. I'm going to hit you with this fang on my sword. All right, let's try that again. Luckily, it's very easy to get rid of things when you
Yes.
are in the middle of combat and have to fuse something in a pinch. There we go. Now I've got a
Oh,
nice
that-
hammer.
Yeah, that added some serious.
Spiky.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, that was
Sweet,
beautiful.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
All right, you, sir, are a problem.
You missed.
You missed. See, that's how you hit somebody
Yeah.
with an arrow.
Oop.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Ooh, okay. Yep, that's a problem. You know what? I think he's going to throw that bokoblin at me. All right. Let's try this again.
I believe.
I'm going to come up here. Oops. Up. Thank you.
Ascend can really get you out of some precarious
It's
situations.
really handy. It really, really is. Especially on stages like this where there's a lot of vertical platforms and places to climb up and hide. And I think I'm going to take a page out of Billy's book and just...
Blow
I mean,
things
it
up.
works.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's get my ice spear out again. Yeah, get him. Yeah.
Definitely
Teamwork.
appreciate how versatile Ascend is.
It's very helpful.
Yeah.
All right. Now we've just got this guy.
Flint club.
Yeah, I don't think so. Nice shot. Get him. Yeah. We were all holding our breaths and like, do it, do it, do it.
One more.
Oh,
You missed.
I love that you hyped him up, set him up
You
for
know,
success.
sometimes you just gotta
And take matters into your own hands.
You just gotta help a fella out. So that was the first raid here that we have to show, and Flaxel is very happy for our help. She's gonna reward us with a little bit of monetary happiness. There we go, a nice pretty silver rupee. She's also gonna explain that they are going to head up to the Hebra region next, because there is a enemy encampment up there that they have to clear out next. And we are going to follow them.
Nice.
Yeah. So while I get that set up, what do you guys want to see me fuse next?
Oh, listen. Okay, I have requests. I want Alazalfa's tail on a sword. That's one of my favorite fusions. And I think you should use electricity or something fun like that.
Okay. Yeah. Different element. We haven't seen any of that yet in this segment. I could make that work. How about you, Billy?
springs are fun.
Springs are a lot of fun.
Springs are fun.
You know what's extra fun?
What is extra fun?
Stacking springs.
Please show us.
I will.
I'm very excited to
I
see
will.
what you have.
Yeah.
I
I'll do
will.
that.
All right, so let's see. You wanted a tail on a sword,
Yes,
which you know what? Let's just open. Oh, I'm cold. I need to put some warm clothes on anyway. Let's do that. There we go. And let's do.
First and foremost, you got to be fashionable, and then you find everything else.
You know, you got to match.
Yeah.
Let's do the ice one because I just love fighting with ice. It makes it a lot easier to control when there's a lot of enemies around.
Yeah. It's a good strategy.
So we're gonna take that out. We're gonna put that on. Let's put it on this one. Actually, let's put it on my Lizzle boomerang. You know, talk about matching, right? There we go. The tails on weapons are great because it gives you a little bit of extra reach. And this one has an element as well.
Sweet.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Right?
Right? It's pretty good.
Favorite.
And then we want springs are great, so I'll put a spring on this one. And then what also is great are rockets.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
I'm gonna take a rocket out, and I'm gonna take a spring out.
Just making a little yard sale here.
You have got that right. Okay, so we're gonna put that one on here, and oops, nope, this menu here, and we're gonna put this one on here, and we're gonna save both of those for later.
I'm very excited.
Okay,
So where are we
so
going?
I have my horse out here, Marble, waiting so faithfully for me, but I think this is also a great time first to eat a snack.
Good call.
More prepping.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I want to show off something I made earlier using auto build. Well, I used Ultra Hand to build it before, and now I've saved it as a favorite in my build history. Here it is. I built a little airplane.
Oh, sweet.
So we're gonna fly by in style and maybe get an aerial view of this place that we're meant to be raiding.
It's really convenient to have those, you know, things, be able to rebuild things that you've already built before so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And now I'm just taking to the skies. Here we go.
I will say I will compliment the symmetry
Yes.
in this
Some of us
design.
know
It's
how to
really
build
good.
things that look actually
Listen,
really
some
good.
of us have a different vision, but okay.
Okay,
Still.
I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Smoke in the
Just
distance.
taking the scenic route.
And you know, this is something to be said when you're out exploring Hyrule. And this was true of the last game. But if you see a plume of smoke in the distance, there's generally something to be found there. So it's definitely worth checking out.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have some charges because my batteries are running out. Unless I don't have any. Oh, there they are. I'm just going to kind of eat a bunch of these. Well, not eat them, but use them. Just to give myself a little extra battery power here. You can see there's the fortress.
Oh, nice aerial view.
Yeah.
And I see that there's 2 sections of it.
There it is. I'm about to crash land, so I'm just gonna kind of take it slowly over here.
Oh,
Okay, fail. It's fine. Hello,
Oh,
Korok.
friend.
This is great. So this is the fortress we're gonna take on.
Okay.
And this is a great opportunity to jump down and just really surprise them. But I am a team player, so I actually want to go check in with Captain Flaxel first. So we're going to do that.
it's not a bad idea just to get an idea of what you're about to head
There is a
into.
boss bokoblin in there. I don't know if you guys got a good look at it when I was looking, but that's those guys are a little bit meaty.
It's a big boy.
Try to befriend him.
I could. I generally do try to do that because.
Get the biggest baddie on your side.
Yep. All right. I think we're about around to the front. Did I go the long way?
It's the scenic route. Look at all those.
I did take the scenic route. I think I
Look
ran
at all
right
those
past them.
spikes.
They are over in the trees. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just taking a look.
Just showing off this.
There they are.
magnificent construction.
And as I'm a big fan of snow, just hearing this music again is just so good.
There's the entrance. Okay. Hey, guys. I was just taking a recon pass, seeing what we're up against. It's nice that they waited for us, but Flaxel's going to explain that there's a giant iron ball there. It's a little hard to see with the current atmosphere, but they're not sure how to get past it. They're worried about the ball being released and crashing down. So I'm also a little worried about that, but I have an idea. Something that might help me get past. Something else that I built.
What you got?
What?
What is... Huh.
So this is, well, you'll see.
There's so many...
I don't even know.
I don't... Right? I'm so excited.
Actually, put it down backwards. I took a little bit of inspiration from the three-headed dragons that you see in the trailers.
Yeah.
And I wanted to build one that was my own. So here we go. Here we go. Let's just go take some guys out.
Yes.
Hopefully my
You don't
partners-
understand
Get
the
him,
joy
get
I
him,
feel in my
get him.
heart.
I'm just, yep, they're all scared. And I'm just lighting everything on fire. That was one way to clear.
That was so good.
Now they all know I'm here. Okay, hi.
Please
Hello.
take the spiky
Hello.
ball.
I will, but at first I'm gonna just get out of the way.
Another
'cause I'm being
fantastic
chased.
use of Ascend to
Thank
just,
you.
you know.
I'm gonna just take this iron ball and let my friends in. If I can reach it from here. Can I? Nope. Okay, well, there's more than one way to do this. Let's get
Yes.
this thing and we'll just... Mine now.
Beautiful.
Come on in, guys. The party's starting without you. Okay, the other thing I would like to do...
Ooh, I like where you're going with this. Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Oh! That feels dangerous.
Yeah, it sure does.
I'm so
a
excited.
smidge.
Fly!
Oh my god. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now they blow the horn.
Now they blow the
I
horn.
feel like
They're like,
that-
this person is not...
I mean, we learned that the Billy way is to, like, you know, announce yourself in a big way.
I mean,
And-
isn't that what I've been doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Making an impression.
We're gonna just like you guys need to just chill out, all right?
Truly.
You too. All right. That could have gone better, but we're still alive. Actually,
I think
can
you're
use
doing
this
great.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's actually not. Let's do the shield for a bit. Come on. Come on.
I do appreciate that, like, since you made all these things, you had them ready, you just have all these, just different things to play with and adapt to.
It is
to
nice
battle.
to, it is really nice to come in and just have a lot of options at your disposal. He's just having a time. I have another thing that I'd like to make while I'm here.
Oh, yeah?
You know, and this is the beauty of auto build. Building these things by hand would take a really long time. This one. But now I can just build it right here in the midst of everybody. And go.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's kind of a dance party.
it is kind of a dance
A
party.
lethal
I
dance
love it.
party, but, you know.
I love it.
That's great.
Okay, it's draining my battery now, and I don't really like that. So we're gonna do that.
That was so good. You see how much damage you did? Look at the...
Seriously.
That was really good. All right,
Really
I'm
good.
gonna.
So many fun ways to get that
All
like,
right.
aerial advantage.
We're gonna
Truly.
We're gonna try this again. Yeah. That worked out.
2 for 1 there.
Let me see. Let's just do one of these for Billy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I know what you like.
Wow, like they don't, at this point, they haven't even been able to get near you.
Yeah, this is how I prefer to do it.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Hand-to-hand combat's a little tricky. But now that we are outnumbering these guys, yeah, get him. Tail whip.
Well, and your friends are also, taking the attention off of you as well,
Which is part of what makes these raids so great. No. Ah! You know what? You're fired. Get him! Get him!
I love you icing them to like set them up for the homies.
Yeah. That's part of what's great. Oh, there's still one more. Here. All right, guys, you got it.
I think there's one up.
Is there one more? Oh, you're right.
Back.
Okay, let's go, team.
That one's like, saw what you made. And that one's like, nope.
That one was like, it's like, I want none of this.
Let's see if we can pull this off again.
Oh my god.
What should we
Out
do
with a
this
bang.
time? Oh, you did say you wanted shock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, did I shock you?
Nice. Beautifully done.
Thank you.
That was really good.
That couldn't have gone better if I planned it.
That was great.
Really good. I appreciated all the different uses of Ascend and just like the arsenal of like options that you had at your disposal.
Yeah, and
that was so great.
It's really fun to play with all the different types of materials and figure out, what your play style is and what things you like to do the best. So
for sure.
yeah.
And with that, I think that's all the time we have for today. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you're just as excited as we are to play Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom very, very soon.
Thank you to the Nintendo Treehouse team for really giving us those glimpses into the game before launch, because we are moments away from the launch of the highly anticipated game, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And of course, I'm here with the really scorn Master Sword. We're not used to seeing it like this. What happened? I don't know. You're gonna have to play the game and find out why it's like this. As well as we have fans. You could hear them already making noise outside because they just want to get their hands on the game. As a fan, we know that we have been highly anticipating this sequel to the game. Let's hear them. Yeah, you can hear them. They're chanting. There's so much excitement. And it's not just a game that they're going to be able to get their hands on. It's also merchandise as well. We have some sweaters that are available at midnight and this really cool mug that has some Zion, the just created sword, as well as like, it's actually pretty heavy. So I feel like I'm going to have to grab that one as I go. There's a lot to see, and there's just moments away. What you can't hear, I don't know if you could actually hear this, but in the store, they're playing Tears of the Kingdom music to set the right atmosphere, because guess what? The doors are about to open. We are moments away. Let's get a shot. Who are gonna be the first fans that walk in? Here we go. We're getting them to come in very shortly. They're getting their QR codes on My Nintendo. A user ready to go coming into that the store. And I'm just curious, when we drop into the game, are you going to be going on a Zelda vacation? I think a lot of the fans here are planning it because they've been waiting for a few days outside. So it's only right that you just top that moment off with a vacation as well. Yeah, exactly. Now, I think what we're going to see is how the fans just come together as a community. That's one thing that we got to see when we were on the streets with them, is just their pure fandom. Some of them are in cosplay. Some of them are holding up signs with their favorite characters as well. And really, they're just as excited as all of us to dive into Hyrule one more time, for the near future at least. Now, for all of you at home watching, I'm really curious to know, what are you most excited for in Tears of the Kingdom? For me, I want to learn about the ancient tribe, the Zonai, and really understand the story that that's going to bring, and the relationship between Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. Let's see the fans come in with all the excitement. That is right. We're seeing them come in, and we also see a Master Sword also giving them the power to get their hands on the game, because it is out now. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is ready in the Nintendo eShop store, as well as in stores like right here at the Nintendo New York store. So we're gonna wait here and hopefully see the first fan to get their hands on a copy of Tears of the Kingdom. Let's have a look. You could see all of the excitement. The smiles are big. And I think I hear a collector's edition as the first copy going out, which, I mean, that's an excellent choice. It is beautiful. It is beautiful to see as well. And you may recognize the person helping with that first copy. It is Mr. Bowser himself. Congratulations! Yes! Congratulations! You're going to be able to play Tears of the Kingdom right when you leave the store and go on your very own Zelda vacation. Yes, let's give him a round of applause. Yes, we love to see it, and we love to see all the excitement. You could see everyone just trying to get their hands on the copy, and just that one shot of just the fans coming in and really enjoying themselves. And that's what the event was all about. It's all about the community, the fans that make this franchise one that we love. You got little previews of the gameplay as well as heard from the developers. And now you get to go home with Tears of the Kingdom yourself. Enjoy your adventure in Hyrule. Thank you for watching.